Hey, hello, welcome. It's Pokemon Stadium 2, the second one, or Pokemon Stadium Gold and Silver, depending on if you're Japanese or not. But it's Pokemon Stadium 2. It was in a like half gold, half silver cartridge, which was very cool. And I love the hell out of different colored cartridges. They were the coolest things. Whenever you got a game, it was on a different colored cartridge. You knew you were in for a good time, and/or Rayman 2. Rayman 2 is probably fun. Pokemon Stadium 2. I saw a lot of this screen because my dad would come in and turn the game on very, very loud to wake me up in the morning, which terrified and delighted me. So now we can enter the Slowking tummy and come in here to do what we've come to do, which is, of course, minigames. Kids Club no longer. It's all about the minigame, baby. And unfortunately, this little like Pokefan, or I don't know what they were called, like Gold Silver era with his little Pika baby. He can't decide on his level of graphics. Like he'll keep like sharpening up and stuff because I'm having troubles with the emulator. The N64 emulator that I used to use, Project 64, turned into like malware at some point, so I had to start using a different emulator. And I don't know. I didn't do enough research into good emulations and all the fun stuff because I haven't really used a lot of it. But here we are, GUTSY GOLBAT. So something I mentioned in the other game that I thought they did in Pokemon Stadium 1 is more variations on like the playable Pokemon. Like as you can see here, all the Golbats are just slightly different colors. It's very cool. It's kind of weird though that Player 2 Green Computer is like, what you would assume, I guess, is the default Golbat color. You might be able to make an argument that maybe red computer is the default color. But you know, like our like teal-ass Golbat is not default Golbat. Not saying I dislike it. In fact, it's probably my favorite out of these Golbats. But you know, whatever. And something important here is they name the Pokemon that you're playing as. You got Golboni, we're Golboni. You got Golur, you got Golbine, you got Batster, which is probably the best one there. Batster, Golboni. It's no, best Pokemon, but we'll do as we do because we're here to play some mini games. And I was always a big fan of GUTSY GOLBAT, and I'm hitting the wrong button. So you just control with the stick or the D-pad, it would seem. Both work. I was using the D-pad without thinking about it. And this game's interesting. Hearts are going to fly in, and you want to get the most hearts. That's pretty basic. Magnemites come in, and if you hit the Magnemites, you lose hearts. You can also, like, tackle into your opponents and relieve them of one of their hearts using the move Leech Life, I can only assume. It only deals 1 heart of damage because, this is Gen 2. They hadn't yet raised Leech Life's damage to, like, 80 or whatever the hell it is now. So, it only does 1 heart of damage. I always really liked this game as a kid because you hit A to go up and down. So, because it's like you're flapping your wings. And then you use the stick and or D-pad to kind of, like, control yourself. Which gave me an advantage over a lot of my friends. Because a lot of my friends would just be like, I want to use the stick to go up, too. And I was like, that's not how the game works. I win again. I'm the best. I'm the gutsiest. Gutsy. Not gutsy. Gustiest of Golbats. Not Is it Gusty Golbat or is it I think it's Gutsy because you're like collecting the hearts, and at the end you find out a Jinx giving you hearts, and because you got the most hearts, you get to collect hearts forever. And that's a sad Pikachu. Oh, the Pikachu face. The Pikachu face changes on what option? You got to play again, and Pikachu's like, a little chatty. You play a different game, and he's like, yeah, I'm feeling it too. And he's so sad when you want to play not mini games, the best part of Pokemon Stadium 2, debatably. So once again, we're going to appreciate our Pokemon's name. We are Toppermot, and we're up against Omertop, Toppin, and Toflippy? Toflippy's probably the most powerful of these Hitmontops. And can I just say, I'm so glad that they introduced a top Pokemon, and the first chance they got, they made a Beyblading game out of it. Like, I know, there are other tops than Beyblades, Dreidels and tops. But it's Beyblade, y'all. It's anime. You got anime creatures fighting in the ring. It's Beyblade. And I'm just going to go ahead and go out on a limb and assume that it's also probably the best Beyblade game to exist. I played a Beyblade game once that I found in a garbage can. I was walking by a garbage can and saw a Game Boy Advance game on top, and it was a Beyblade game, and it was very bad, and I did not play a lot of it because it was unenjoyable to play, but it was like some weird like Marble Madness thing, if I recall correctly. where you had to like guide a Beyblade to like the end of a level, which just seemed like they were told to make a Beyblade game and did what they had. But yeah, I appreciate the fact that immediately they made a Hitmontop Beyblading game. It's very good, very cool. Oh, and the time thing has like a little like Hitmontop like thing behind its blue orb thing. It's spinning like Hitmontop. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not smart, you know it. Clear cut challenge, please work. No, it is not working. So I have this problem with the emulation not enjoying clear cut challenge, because I came and I played a couple of these just to see if they worked, because I saw that they weren't working. Let me change my graphic plugin video core, the video machine I used to make the thing go. Let me go change that and see if that makes a difference. So changing video plugins made it work, but now it looks a lot worse, and this thing doesn't have video settings for me to mess with it. So welcome back to what would be considered a good-looking 2006 era LP, I suppose. So we can see here we got variants in early Pokemon. So in this one you can either get a Scyther or a Pinsir, or, as I learned whenever I was like looking for pictures to make like the thumbnails and garbage for this video, if you put in the transfer pack and a Game Boy cartridge, or I suppose probably a Pokemon game, you can unlock Scizor for this game, which I never knew about, which is ridiculous because I played a shit ton of this game, but that's not important. We're playing as Pinsir, and we're up against Saipon, Slitor, and Sion. I suppose if we had gotten like a different mix of Pokemon, we probably would have seen different possible names. And that's not important. We're just here to play the game. You know, we enjoyed the names we were given. Maybe we'll come back in and see if we can get some other names. Now, Clear Cut Challenge, which is a good name. It's a funny name, like Clear Cut Challenge. Haha, very, very funny, very good. It's a timing-based game, and my sense of timing's not terribly great. The way this game works is the closer you get to the line underneath it, the more points you get. Then the farther away you are above it, you get like minus points, and I somehow managed to hit the exact mark, which I'm going to just be straight up and let you know that was entirely an accident and not like me very skillfully like, yes, this is the right time to push a button, unless I do it again. If I do it again, and see, I didn't do it again, I panicked and pushed it a little too early. But we have a decent lead on our competition at the moment. Green Computer's coming up behind. I believe there's 5 cuts, so as long as they don't hit the... Oh, I hit the thing again. Never mind. I'm great at this video game. I have a really good sense of timing and rhythm, and anytime I've ever said anything otherwise was just merely a jest. It's been an ongoing joke, waiting for this moment for me to dispel it and be like, nah, y'all, I've got a great... Oh, that was the worst cut ever. I mean, I never lost any points unless this is far away enough to... No, I never lost... Oh, man, I was so close to getting 50 points. Damn. That would have been great. Unfortunately, we were... Pinsir. Pinsir's fine. I don't hate Pinsir, but Scyther is definitely cooler. Yeah, we'll play a different game. Although we are immediately going to back in, just because I want to see if we can get some different names. Yeah, like we got Pachon, Pocker, and I think Sion was there before. Let's back out. We'll back in, see if we can get another Pokemon name. I know I did mention the thing about Thurslip, Panchon Pocker, and Pinsing. Oh, Pinsing's a cute name, and also it's a nice shade of green. I like that. I know I mentioned the thing about Scizor and how to do it, but I can't figure out how to do it with the emulator. The emulator has a setting to act as if you have a transfer pack in, but I don't know how to take it from that point to there's a transfer pack in and a cartridge in. So unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing any alternate Pokemon. And now I'm going to swap back to my other video plugin core machine, whatever it's called, so we can get some high fidelity graphics. Okay, so next up is Furret's Frolic, another game that you can get an alternate Pokemon in. If you have the cartridge in, you can play as it. You can have a Girafarig, which is cool, and how I assume you say that. We got a Treetol, Centurion, Nestril, and Centriad. Not great names, but this game's fun. I always enjoyed this game. So this game's just like a little bit of like a volleyball deal where you want to you got to hit the ball into your goal, and we are, of course, player 1. We're trying to hit it into the blue goal, and unfortunately I did a bad job at getting that first ball into the goal, but we can make up for it. As you saw on the screen, there are alternate Pokeballs, like the Great Ball, the Ultra Ball, and the Master Ball, which give more score. And unfortunately, these two are just kind of like hogging that Pokeball. They can have it. We're gonna just go for the other balls while they hog the Pokeballs. We got that Great Ball that came in, which is good because the Great Ball, probably aesthetically the best of the standard Pokeballs. It's blue with the red lines. It's nice looking. I enjoy it. Master Ball is pretty cool. I like the purple with the little like pink dots on it. No, oh, and speaking of which, cool. We'll go ahead and take that. It's kind of weird that they get bigger the more points they're worth. You'd think they'd be like, oh, the bigger thing is smaller to make it like harder to hit into the thing. But I'm not sure if the game has logic for that, or perhaps maybe the logic is instead like, oh, because it's larger, it has more weight to it or something. And we were handedly the best centeret. Not centeret. Centeret's the previous form. Furret. But this thing is furret. That's a furret. And you know, none of the furrets unfortunately had a very good name. Not like me. And whenever I saw centeret, I think I named it cigarette because I was like, that word sounds like cigarette, and tried to name it that. Despite the fact that I don't think cigarette would have fit in Gold and Silver's naming scheme. And I probably misspelled it, so it probably didn't matter the spelling anyways. And as you can see here, yeah, like, red computer's got like, that's the default Mr. Mime. We're pretty close with the pink, but, you know, the default one is probably the red one. We are Mimoli against Mogute, Mimeon, and Mimer, Mister. It's kind of interesting that they give them like actual proper like nicknames as opposed to like the stadium ass thing of like, oh, the nickname is like Pokemon's name slightly rearranged, like instead of Bulbasaur it's like Soar Bulb or whatever they do in Stadium. It's something like that they do. So Barrier Ball, you know, it's fun. It's like, oh, you know, they're using the move Barrier, but also it's Mr. Mime's Japanese name. Not that it matters, because Mr. Mime's a perfect name. We will never disgrace it, despite the fact that you can get Lady Mr. Mimes. It's a perfect name, and that's not even sarcasm. I know I say a lot of things sarcastically, and will then also accidentally say things earnestly with a sarcastic voice. But Mr. Mime is perfect, and I will hear no other arguments otherwise. That Barrier Ball, it's pretty cool. You know, it's like a 4-player Pong on like a weird X shape instead of being like side to side. It's fun. I enjoy it. It's a neat game. You know, you just move side to side, you let the ball hit, and it will bounce off, or you can press A to shove it to kind of give it like a spike. You don't get like any extra score or anything, I don't think. Oh, shoot, we lost. I guess Green Computer is the most powerful Mr. Mime. The orange Mr. Mime was much stronger than us, unfortunately. Yeah, I didn't realize we were losing, but now I think about it, I don't feel like we were doing too hot in the game. And now that I think about it as well, the in-game... like, the in-game models, like, for these mini-games are different than their, like, these, which are their stadium, like, if you were to go and fight, like, a stadium match, like, model. Like GOLBAT had a much smaller model. I wonder if it has to do something with how many Pokemon have to be on screen or something. But the point is, Pichu's Power Plant. We got Peachup, which we are Peachup. Powerful name. Peacher... Piccho or Peacheps. Peacheps is pretty good. Of course, the best nickname for a Pichu is Machu, which I always do that because I'm hilarious. Oh, but that's the wrong button. You gotta hit the right button to make Pichu go the way you want him to go. So this game's pretty easy. You hold the D-pad in the direction of the Electrode, not the Pokemon, the electric thingy. And then, oh, did we lose? Oh, no, we won. Okay, cool. I was about to be really concerned because I always... don't want to brag, but kick the ever-living shit out of my friends in this game. I was always very good at Pichu's Power Plant. Because, you know, you just hit the button very fast, and then you gotta just hold the direction as the things come out, and then you win the video game, and you're very good at it. This one also has an alternate Pokemon. If you have a Pokemon Yellow cartridge in, you can play as a Pikachu in Pichu's Power Plant, which is nice. You know, it's like Pichu's Power Plant. Oh, Pichu's dance is very cute. You know, Pichu's Power Plant being like a follow-up to the they were Voltorb and Pikachu game from the first one. So we are Fan Up against Donpalm, Donforest, and Fantess. Donpalm obviously being the most powerful of them, and I can't really tell the differences between the Don fans, unfortunately. I can see a bit of variant in their ear color, but aside from that, not really. I think this one's just a pretty like bare bones like racing game, where you know you want to like kind of like take around the corners as tight as you can, but the gimmick to it is you can dash, which leaves these little like whirlwinds behind you, like maybe it's supposed to be sand attack or something. I don't know. And so like the idea is like, oh yeah, you want to take as tight of turns as you can, but if you got an opponent in front of you, they're gonna try and do the same thing to you, where they'll like get in front of you and they'll dash, and then they'll stop you from like being the good winning Donphan boy. And for some reason, we're not getting any dash points. I'm guessing it's because we're in first place. So maybe the farther behind you are, you get more dash points to mess with your opponent. And the idea being like it's some kind of like Mario Kart ass like balancer thing. Like, oh, because you're ahead, you don't get things, but the farther you fall behind, you get these, you know, quote unquote items to help catch up in the race. And when you enter the final lap, you start rolling, and you gotta roll straight for the end. This is a cute little mini game. I actually thought this was gonna be worse than I remembered it. I remembered it being kind of like slot car derby-esque, but perhaps I just had friends that were very good at it, or maybe I wasn't good at racing games as a kid. But the important thing is Donphan. Donphan's a pretty cool Pokemon. When Donphan showed up in Pokemon, the first movie, I thought it was a Rhyhorn that a dude put armor on, not realizing that, you know, it's an elephant and also very different than Rhyhorn. But I was a dumb kid, and the important thing is streaming Stampede. We can either play as a Cleffa or an Igglybuff. And I guess we're an Igglybuff. I'm gonna back out because oh no, I should have looked at the Pokemon names before I backed out. Damn it, I didn't think about that. But I wanted to be a Cleffa because Cleffa's cuter. We are Clefsaur, which is a terrible name, against Iggy which is a cute name. Ethical and Clayfor. And we'll go for it because I want to be a Cleffa. So I remember always being really bad at this minigame. This minigame is just like count the Pokemon as they go by. So every time you see a Pokemon, you press A. It's not a terribly fun minigame. I always feel like minigame collections always try to have this kind of game where it's like, just count the things as they go by. And, you know, sometimes there's like neat like ways to mix it up. This one's pretty bare bones where it's just Pokemon run by, you press the button as you see them. You know, sometimes they come by pretty quickly and it can be hard to count how many there are. I didn't see how many rounds there were. I'm going to assume 4 or 5. Or, well, probably 3 or 4. Well, okay, we want to count Magnetons and Voltorbs. Now, the thing about this minigame that I find strange is they're not going to throw us any curveballs that I don't think. Like I played, I came and played some like test things to make sure the emulator was working after seeing what happened with the Clear Cut Challenge. And they didn't throw any curveballs. Like they're gonna tell us to count Slugma, but only Slugma are gonna come unless. Oh no, okay, I just got a weird like lucky round. Like before it was like, you know, nothing weird happened. Like they didn't throw any curveballs, so I was like, why does it matter? Like I'm just gonna count all the Pokemon that come by anyways. But there was just, you know, that time they threw a curveball. Okay, so there's different variants of things that can happen. We're in the last question, which is count all the Pokemon, which they could have said that for every single other round except for the last round, and it would have been fine. So, you know, like, I tend to end up in a situation where you're just kind of hammering the button as Pokemon run by, but I didn't like playing this minigame, but I always loved playing it against computers, because the computers are so funny. Like, after like all the Pokemon have run by, and you just hear them go burr, 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 as they keep hitting, it's enjoyable for that alone. And Cleffa's cute. Igglybuff is cute enough, but you know, look at how cute Cleffa is. Cleffa is very cute. But we're gonna back out. We're gonna see if we can get some more good names for these little guys. Louisbig, Buffbon, powerful names. Iggy is still probably the best. Buffbon's pretty good, but Iggy is probably the winner. Igloo, oh, that's cute. Clayfor, whatever. We've probably seen them all. It's fine. It's time to move on to Tumbling TOGEPI. It's time for the powerful game where we are Gepston, very good. Togeston, Ogatip, and Gepigop. Gepigop, the best one. There's no debate about. No one will debate it. Gepigop, most powerful of Togepis. Now, Tumbling Togepis is very good. It's like they looked at Rattata Run and were like, this is fine. What if we made it amazing? And by amazing, I mean, you know, it's a cute little like Togepi racing game. So there's like little boosts. Instead of being like tap the button, run hard, you know, there's just like you use the control stick to race around obstacles. These little like wood logs are interesting because Togepi will trip over them unless you're rolling. If you're rolling, oh man, we got our ass kicked. Which is a shame because I'm normally pretty good at that. You'll trip over all the obstacles except the log. If you're rolling, you'll like ramp off of it, which is very cool. Very good. We'll probably come and play this one on hard mode after we finish all the minigames, just because I really like that one. I think it's cool. Speaking of games that are cool, it's DELIBIRD'S Delivery, where we are Birdiot, or I will assume Bird Idiot. because, you know, I was a child, and I'm still a child, I suppose, and that's funny to me. Birdius, Delbont, Dolian, yeah, Bird Idiot's probably the most powerful of them. So this is a pretty bare bones minigame. You just run over here and you want to get the things that are worth the most amount of points. Like, I want that diamond ring. I don't want any of these other guys to get diamond rings. But as you fill up, you know, you get slower, and I assume, you know, the things like the Snorlax and the Grand Piano are probably heavier and slow you down. I don't remember the specifics of the game that hard. I do remember, if you grab like the same thing like multiple times in a row, you get like little bonuses for it. Oh, and unfortunately that Swinub hit me, and I lost my goods, which is probably fine, because, you know, it allowed us to come back and grab a diamond ring, which is worth the most amount of points. So you see, like, we got 2 Game Boys in a row, which gave us a bonus. So the idea of the game is you probably want to get the things worth the highest amount of points, but also maybe you can make a legitimate strategy out of, like, going for the Game Boy, because I think the Game Boy is probably the most persistent, like, you know, it's like the middle of the road, like, item, but it shows up often enough that we're not going to make it to the end, we're too heavy. Hopefully we have enough points to win, because I know we got 2 diamond rings, I think. Oh yeah, we smoked our competition, no problem whatsoever. And 5,000 points is a nice amount to end with, and we even had more in our bag. Delibird. Delibird's such a fun-looking Pokemon. It's a shame that it's garbage. I wanted to use one when Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon hit, because you can find them very early on, and I caught it. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to use this guy, and it's going to be good. Oh no, the game is messing up. I'm going to back out. I'm going to back out and restart my thing. But while I do, and by that, I mean, I'm just going to sit back and keep talking about Delibird. You know, I wanted to use it in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, because I was like, oh, I'm going to use Delibird, because, you know, look how fun this guy looks. It'll be great. It's not great. Made it to, like, the end of the first island and shelved Delibird, because it's like, Delibird is kind of really bad, and Ultra Sun was a little more difficult than I was expecting, especially because I started playing, like, oh, no items, set Pokemon so you don't get the free switch out, ever since I saw Griffin McElroy do his Nuzlocke thing. So I started doing that for all my normal playthroughs, Nuzlocke or otherwise, and boy howdy, Delibird not conducive to that environment. But he's very cute, and it's very funny that Game Freak hates him so much that they gave him both Early Bird and Insomnia as his, like, special abilities. That's very, very funny. Now, we've been playing all these minigames on normal, but I really like this next minigame, so I'm just going to go ahead and swap it over to hard, because it's time for Egg Emergency, because I don't want to have to swap back the thing again. We are Hamster up against Ansley, Chaney Set, and Seichun. Not terribly great names for Chanseys, but, you know, whatever. So, Egg Emergency, very fun game. They're going to drop 100 eggs onto an island, and there's your Battle Royale Chansey joke. And, you know, so you get a max score of 100. You just hold L and R to catch eggs, dodge the Voltorbs, have a good time, enjoy the Prussian music as Pokemon enjoy your little performance of catching eggs as they fall, trying to save them from the watery depths, and instead, you know, protect them in ye pouch, where they'll be safe. And unfortunately, I'm kind of dodging eggs here. Sometimes an egg can kind of fall by Chansey. Chansey kind of has to, like, get to the spot, and unfortunately there I was just doing oh my god, that was a little too quick for me to process. Maybe I should have played on normal. I just remember being very good at this game and knew I was going to want to play it again. So now that I think about it, the fact that I'm playing it on hard is actually not conducive to anything other than me perhaps losing this game. I remember me being very good at playing against other human players at the very least. And now, you know, I don't get to play it another time. Well, I still won, I suppose, so that's worth it. We did kill 26 of whatever is in Chansey's egg, assumedly a Happiny, or Chansey, depending on whatever the Pokemon birthing essence thing is. Greencom did get the funny number, so I suppose we did, in fact, lose this minigame. And you know what? We'll play it again, because I like this minigame, and I know I was going to want to play it again. Let's see if we can do better. I do remember being able to get perfect scores in this. Perhaps I was playing on easy or normal with you know, my friends whenever we would do it. Because I really liked Pokemon Stadium's minigames as a kid. Like I said in the first video, like, I really liked the minigames in this game, and I would, like, you know, fire them up to play with friends and such whenever they came over, just like I would with, like, Mario parties. because I fucking love Mario Party. I love Mario Party so much, and honestly, one of my favorite things about YouTube is just the sheer amount of people I can go watch play Mario Party. It's exquisite. I love Mario Party. So I would, fire these games up and play, some Mario Pokemon Party, and I did a bad job there. With my friends. And luckily, this game has like a tournament mode where you can like play to see like who wins like the most mini games or whatever. It's something like that where it's like, oh, if you win 5 mini games, you're the mini game winner for the minigame tournament, and it's cool. So, it was fun. Oh, we managed to get more eggs this time, which is fun. I thought I was doing worse. So, Egg Emergency, it's fun. It's cute. It's good. We're the best Chansey. A little strange, though, that they went with Chansey over, like, Blissey, since Blissey was, like, new to this generation and just a bigger Chansey. But I guess, I'm sure Chansey can fly with his little, like, feathers. Chansey's kind of similar to an axolotl. I think that's how you pronounce it. The thing that Mudkip is. It kind of like with the same like frilly things. I'm gonna swap the thing back again. So I'm playing this last one on hard as well. Not because I remember being good at it, but because these minigames haven't challenged me. And I'm an eager EEVEE for eager EEVEE. An eager EEVEE, we are... Oh, look at this EEVEE model's very cute. Like the little like cheek blushy. It's very good. We're also a very red EEVEE. Green computer kind of being like what I would assume is the standard EEVEE. You could make a case for a red computer as well, but I think green computer is probably more like it. We are Vion up against Evote and Evor. Not great names for your EEVEE, but whatever. Like EEVEE's a hard thing to name. Like when I played Let's Go EEVEE, I named it after my dog, Sweetie Pie. Because when you get an EEVEE, you're probably gonna name it to like, oh, what's it's going to evolve into. So you're always going to name it Vaporeon Wave or Vapor Waveon or, whatever, whichever one you think sounds better. Let's play Eager EEVEE instead of talking about this. So Eager EEVEE's an interesting game. It's a game of reflexes. So Apom's going to raise this thing, and you want to be the fastest to get the thing. Oh, and you can share the thing if you get there at the same time. That's interesting. So, it's a game of reflex. Oh, no, I flexed and I hit the penalty. Oh, and the penalty thing knocks you out for a round. Damn, that's bad. So yeah, it's a game of reflexes where you want to be on the gun to hit the thing if you want it, but if it's a bad thing like a Pineco, you don't go for it. And it's fun. The fun thing is there's a fake out, and I used the fake out in the first round. So if you hit B, you do like a fake out, which like we're playing against computers, so it doesn't matter, but it's just a little extra element to like mess with your friends, because assumedly you're probably going to be playing with your friends. And oh man, we lost hard. I do not think this Mr. 300,000 strawberries won, but that's fine because strawberries a bad fruit. I am the only person in the world who does not like strawberries. I'll play again. I don't feel like I played very well, so we'll give it one more go. Why not? And then we'll go and I guess play the mini games I want to play on hard mode, even though we went and played a bunch of them anyways. And by a bunch of them, I mean we did Chansey, and I guess this one just because I wanted another go at it because I did a bad job. It got me. It's fine. It was a penalty anyways. The penalty making you sit out for a round. That's huge. So now it's just me and Red Computer going at it. Oh, and frickin' Apom is being very mean on hard mode. Man, that is. Oh, that's weird that they don't tally your strawberries together. They are considered like separate things. So it's like, oh, you got 2 in one round, 9 in one round, which is like I get it why they do it. So it's like to differentiate between the different rounds. But the fact that they like split them up by rounds instead of like, oh, instead of 2 and 9, you have 11. And, oh, we still lost. Damn, Green Computer on the ball, getting all the strawberries at the very beginning was very powerful for Green Computer. But that's fine. I didn't claim to be good at these. But what I will claim to be good at is being a Pokemon quiz master. And I came in here and I set a high score of 12. The game originally said that the high score was 5. So I'm like double smarter than the game thinks I should be, +2. I'm very good at these Pokemon quiz questions for children from back in the Gold and Silver times. Oh, that's mean. I was like, well, yeah, it's Misty. Oh, and wait, I was hitting the wrong. I was doing the D-pad to the C-stick. because I have it mapped to a stick instead of buttons. Can be obtained at a game corner. I have no idea. So I picked hard because I was like, haha, yeah. Hypno is a yellow Pokemon. Which Pokemon is blue? See, like, these are like the questions that are like gonna like burn down your time because you have to wait to see, you know, what the full like thing is. So like, you know, some of the questions are like pretty easy. Oh, okay. Which Pokemon is always kept holding the thing? Yeah. Also, the score thing looks like Snorlax, which is very good. Fuchsia. I was like, where's Fuchsia? I was like, which one is Fuchsia? Which, you know. Which one of the following Pokemon is blue? See, like, you just... They already asked us that one. A. B, you have to, like, wait for the entire thing. It's used to make which ball? Oh, this is great because they don't have those anymore. So that's kind of difficult. You know, questions like that where it's like, oh, apricots, we don't have those anymore. Probably Sabrina because she does the psychic thing. It'd be weird for Price to say because he's a nice boy. Evolves twice. It becomes that one. Yeah, sure. You know, like, questions like that are easy, but it was like, what does Team 23 do? It's like, Ben? Yeah, probably Ben, because I have no idea who Fern is and the other guys, you know, whatever. Very proud. Oh, shoot. It's Friday or Saturday? We'll go Friday. It was probably Saturday. Maybe it was Monday. Who knows? Not me, very obviously. Which Pokemon's available as a doll for decorating a room? Probably. Oh, it is probably actually Vulpix now I think about it. I was like, oh, it's probably the babiest one, but no. How many legs does an Electabuzz have? It's got 2, silly. Oh, no, I'm not going to set my highest score. This Pokemon evolves twice. That one. Okay, so I'm flush with myself. Can I... Which of these makes... Oh, cool. I was like, I'm just going to guess because I... A, couldn't remember. B, was not waiting for the full question. So, haha, I'm one smarter than I was yesterday when I went and made sure that the emulator sort of worked. If you call what happened in this video working. And yeah, like little score thing with Snorlax. It's cute. You can come in here and do Pokemon quizzes. It's fun. You could come in here and have a fun time. You can open up Pokemon Stadium 2 in the year 2019. Or whatever not video. I almost said whatever video you are in, and whatever year you're in, whatever video you're in. If you're in a different video than this one, I don't know how that works, but more power to you. I support whatever you're doing. So what mini games are we going to come and play? Again, I think we're going to do First Frolic, because this one's just fun. I like the design of this game where it's like, oh, you know, like each one of these things correlates to something on the D-pad where, like, you know, you leave it alone and you go to the middle and then you push the buttons to make the direction go you want. It's fun. It's cute. For it's nice, you know. It's cute, but it's also like one of those like whatever Pokemon, like where it's like, oh yeah, whatever. It's just like a big ferret thing, you know. There's not much going on with its design. Although it's also easy to write it off because, like, you know, Zigzagoon happened. And then they were like, yeah, here's like Ferret, but, you know, better, basically. Linenoon, not as good as Zigzagoon. Zigzagoon's very cute. I like the design. Linenoon's just kind of like, here's bad Ferret. So, you know, that's where I stand. You know, Linenoon at the bottom of the list, Zigzagoon top, with Sentret being somewhere... Not Sentret. Oh my god, I did this earlier as well. And I do not think we're going to win this one. Oh, look, we did get that Master Ball, which is nice, but still don't think we're going to win this one. This computer's being much more aggressive. Oh, nope. Yeah, we're definitely... Oh, wait, if we got that Master Ball in, we could have done it, but it came in a little too late to actually be useful to anybody, but, you know, it's fine. We're on hard mode. It's fine if you lose if you're on hard mode. We're going to do Pichu's Power Plant, because I feel like I'm pretty good at this video game, and I want the chance to score the hard computer at it. Why am I? Oh, okay, wait, hold up. I'm gonna restart it because I was hitting A instead of B because I forgot which one was which. Because I'm playing on I have A mapped to Y, and I got B mapped to B, which I should actually be able to tell is B. But I'm not very smart. That's the problem I'm having here. My fingers and my brain not working in concert as you would want them to when you do a thing. You know, sometimes it works out that way, and I think we're losing. Oh, no, we won. Okay. I always feel like I'm losing this one because I start looking at my opponent's gauges instead of mine and going, oh my god, they're so close, and not realizing, hey, I'm the leader of the pack. I'm the leader of the bunch, you know me well. I said pack instead of bunch, and then I wasn't sure if I should continue with the joke. But I did anyways. Tumbling Togepis. We're going to go tumble some TOGEPis. And unfortunately, we're not Geppy Gop. And I'm probably going to lose this one since we lost on normal as well. Oops, especially since my finger fell off the stick. I don't know if you guys have this problem, but my fingers don't like to stay on the game sticks whenever I play. Especially for the PS4. I'm not playing on a PS4. I'm playing on a Wii U controller. Because my Switch controller did not like the emulator for some reason. So I, mapped my Wii U controller instead, and that worked out a little bit. Oh, and I almost went for the ramp, even though I wasn't rolling. And so far, we're doing better than we did last time. I don't think we're going to win. Yeah, Red Computer won, but we came in second place, so we did better than we did on normal, at the very least. So yeah, playing on the Wii U controller, and the Wii U Pro controller, the Wii U Pro controller, not the pad. That'd be insane if I mapped the pad. How do I back out? There we go. But I don't know, there's... the Switch stick, I don't have trouble with. The Wii U one, my finger starts to slip a little bit, and with the PS4 controller, I always feel like my finger's gonna slip. It never does, but whenever I'm playing a Dark Soul, or the Bloodborne, or the Sekiro, I can't. My accent completely popped out when I said Sekiro. Whenever I'm playing one of those, it's all of a sudden I'm very mortally aware of how dangerously close my finger is to slipping off the damn stick. And on hard mode, the Delibirds are being a little bit smarter, because I think on the other mode, they would grab a few things and immediately turn around. Even if oh shoot, there's a diamond ring behind me. It's funny, if the swine-ups hit you, you lose whatever you have in your pack. But if they just hit your pack, they kind of start to tilt you, which is cute and fun. And I should have probably ran back, but I was expecting something to appear. Okay, we'll grab this one more thing, and we'll run back, which, oh, I didn't mean to do that, because now we're full, so we're moving very, very slowly. Luckily, we didn't get hit by anybody, so it's fine. No diamond rings in play yet. There's been a lot of Snorlaxes, though. Which, it's fine. Oh, no, we need to get back pronto. We're not going to get our score in. I think we lost. We had the second most, but... Oh, no, we still won. I'm still the best Delibird. Well, I suppose that's it. We had fun. We looked at the mini games. You can come in here and be like, I'm gonna be a mini game champion. You can set up with your friends and then do tournaments. You can do the same with the quizzes. See what happens if you leave your Pokemon game pack inserted in the transfer pack. The game tells you to do it, and I never realized because I don't read. I didn't read when I was a child. Ooh, that steams me buns. I didn't read as a child, and as an adult, I have realized the power of reading the things you were told to do. So yeah, that's mini games. Another cool thing, we're not going to take a look at it, but there's the Pokemon Academy, which I always really appreciated. So you can come in here, and there's little classrooms, so you can come in here and the classroom man will tell you things, and you can take little quizzes. But then he also has wait, library? Where is it? Where are the battles? Oh, it's the medal. That's what I'm thinking of. You'll come and do his classes, and then there are battles where you have to do very specific things where you have to win, I believe. I don't entirely remember. Maybe we'll do a video on Earl's Pokemon class. I don't know. We'll see. Pokemon Stadium 2 is cool. They got the Game Boy Tower. It's still here. There's Stadium where you can come and do Baby Cup. I don't remember what things that are here. The only one I ever remember is Baby. Yeah, Little Cup, because Little Cup's the coolest. Where it's well, I'll pick the powerful level 5 Pokemon so I can beat all the other babies up and have a good fun time. There's Gym Leader Castle. I never made it to the end of Gym Leader Castle in Gold and Silver. There was a Team Rocket event thing near the end that just completely stumped me as a child, because one of them Toxic stalled you out, so they used Toxic, and then Dig, and I think they might have used Substitute, I don't remember, and I just didn't know how to beat that as a kid. Pokemon Labs, still no idea, I don't think I've ever used that. My room, this was cool, you could decorate your room in Gold and Silver. Maybe Crystal, I don't know if that was compatible with this, I assume it is. I always wanted to use this, but I was too dumb to figure out how all that worked. And then there's Free Battle, which, if your friends came over, you're going to do Free Battle. Maybe we'll look at Pokemon Academy. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we'll just do a full LP of... No, I'm not even going to joke, because I don't want to do a full LP of this game. That'd be a pain in the ass. But that was mini games. We had a fun time. Actually, let's back out, because I want to look at the menu. Because the menu also has some interesting things. There's Battle Now. So you can come in here and, I think it gives you, a team of, Charmander, Cyndaquil, like all the guys. You could do mystery gifts. I think you get like a berry or some bullshit. Event battle, I have no idea. I don't know if I've ever done event battle once in my life, but you got to come in here with like a friend. No idea. It's whatever. The video's over. It's been over. We had fun looking at minigames. And now we're done looking at minigames. Maybe we'll look at the minigames in Pokemon Coliseum or XD. Unfortunately, the minigames in that one's at like 40+ hour RPG. That's not how you make a mini. What are you